Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Al Stock Trades. How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday to you all. Oh my God, we have a lot to talk about here. I have a whole slew of things. This is a video that you do not want to miss. How are you doing, Patrick? What's going on, everybody? So just a couple of updates, live updates. So I just finished my rotation for Tennessee. Wonderful, wonderful place. I worked, man. It was great, man. My last day, I think we did like four or five surgeries, and we were champions, man. We were kicking butt. It says the internet is unstable, connection is unstable or fairly good. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Again, I'm still, in Tennessee. I'm gonna be headed to the airport soon. By the end of the weekend here, but I don't know if hopefully you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me? Good. You guys can hear me? Good. All right. Thank you. Yo, keep watching CLOV, even though I'm not a holder because I'm a masochist. Oh man, that sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah. So after this video, you're gonna be like, holy crap, right? We here? Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, good. So, holy crap, guys. Yesterday, like in the 4th of July, like at the end of the show where all the fireworks come in and it goes like boom, 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 and they just give you everything that you got. Dude, Tennessee gave that to me yesterday. We're in the operating room in that last case. We were basically suturing like crazy. I was going, but I think we put in like holy crap, how many sutures do we put in? Like, I don't know, like 50, 60, 80 sutures. We put in so many sutures. We're just like, boom, 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 boom. We were kicking ass, dude. And at the end of the day, at 10 p.m., long day, I felt like a freaking king. I felt like a champion, man. That shit was so freaking cool, dude. I walked in and I was like, where's the next? I don't want to curse right now. I'm like, where's the next case? I'm ready. And then everyone around us, all the neurosurgery group were like, yeah, let's go. And everyone around us that's not neurosurgery, they're looking at us like, what are these crazy people doing here? These people are like I love these people. I freaking love these people. Guys, listen. We were inside working on like a craniotomy where we remove the skull to decrease intracranial pressure. Common procedure in neurosurgery. And you know what's funny? A anesthesiologist comes in because it's like the end of the other person's shift because we're going after hours here because this was an emergent procedure. And she comes in and we're working like crazy. We're like, we got one neurosurgeon like standing in like a kung fu battle because you got to kind of like bend down a little bit and like kind of like position yourself to to work with the patient. And we're like, here's a suture, here's the next one, let's do this. Dude, it was like literally Karate Kid, man. All right. And I only say that because the new season just came out and I just realized, okay, for Cobra Kai. All right. And all of a sudden this new anesthesiologist comes in and she's looking at us. It's like Friday night and we're like, let's go. And then she like looks at me and all of us, she's like, what the hell's wrong with these people? What the hell did I just enter right now? It was badass. It was freaking badass. I'm sorry for the long introduction. Let's get to the stock market stuff, man. This was so freaking fun. I'm so sad I'm leaving. Holy crap, guys. So the next one will be Georgetown, and after that it will be University of Kentucky. All right. So we'll have some fun here. Yep, we here. Good. Hey, man, I mean, doing God's work is so fun. I'm having a great time. Holy shit, right? All right. I like the January 17 $5 calls. Was it 2025? Here, B-Rob. Let me go ahead and check the calls right now as I'm speaking to ya. Let me see. Clover. Let's see. You said January 17? Sell calls. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the $4 calls is paying nine per contract. This one's paying 5 cents. So yeah, man, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Man, not gonna lie, that's pretty good, man. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be more of that, Reby Rob. There's gonna be more of that. All right, there's gonna be more of that stuff. All right, so now let's get to the stock market stuff. I'm sorry for the long introduction. It was really fun, guys. All right, enough with that. All right, so I'm gonna keep this. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm gonna keep it very short. September, there's a high probability we're gonna get our first rate cut. Okay, just September first rate cut. Okay, everyone's starting to talk about small caps now. All right, by the time you hear it on the news, it's already too late. All right, so everyone's talking about small caps. Good. All right, technical analysis. Yeah, a lot of people are moving out of the Mag 7. So you got your NVIDIA and all this other stuff here. A lot of people now are like, oh my God, there are other people in this world besides, 7 stocks, right? And now everyone's trying to look for value, right? And growth. As you can see, no matter how many people, oh, the stock market's going to crash. Yeah, dumb money selling and smart money. Look at that. Look at that erection. Smart money's coming in now. Okay. So there's that. Now, number 3. So I like to monitor IPO deals. Okay. So you remember how like Google was going to buy Wiz, a startup company, I believe out of Israel for $23 billion. Guess what? After the whole crowd strike shenanigans happened, Wiz said, I'm sorry, Google, but we're going to reject your $23 billion acquisition and we're going to go IPO. So remember I told you a good indicator of the market is whether companies are going to raise capital in the public markets in the IPO. And ladies and gentlemen, Wiz is doing that. $23 billion is a lot of money. Imagine if Clover was $23 billion market cap. It would be a $46 stock. Okay. So just kind of giving an example here, guys. Okay. In terms of like, kind of like the market's frothiness. Okay. We're, we're looking pretty good here. Believes is in the house. FMOC. You mean FOMC? I'm like, whoa, I've never seen that before. So we do have an end of month FOMC meeting, but I don't think they're going to cut. Along with Humana July 31 earnings could really move us past 2. I think so. Great. So because of this whole thing, I do believe the markets are about to get sexy again, even though they already have. Okay, so now let's transition. I have a whole list of data for you. First off, you see how sexy this is? Okay, that's Clover Health. Okay, you can see it's been literally respecting the 200-day simple moving average, and now it's respecting the 50-day. Okay, so you can see right now Clover is doing really good. Remember I drew these lines here? I'm like, it's definitely going to formulate a bottom. Oh my God, I wanted the 60 pennies. Oh my God, Al Stock Trades, you're so stupid. Al Stock Trades, yada, 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 yada. Oh, bounced up, and now look at that, right? Al Stock Trades is stupid, okay? All right, so then we can go ahead, and now we're starting to see that we're passing some levels now. And if you were to look at the week, this little green stick here is starting to look a little bit different. And you can see right now, this stock in terms of months hasn't really had, maybe has like 2 consecutive months of gain. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're about to do, this is like, 1, 2, 3. So once we go ahead and pass this 4 to 5% gain here, in terms of the 5th month of it being positive, it's going to bamboozle his way up. And then the quantitative analysis folks are going to be like, oh, there's a change in sentiment. But usually fundamental analysis happens first, right? You could detect it from the technicals first, and the fundamentals solidify it, and then the technicals just go crazy, okay? So there's that. Just, it's very clear this is a different type of movement, right? Now, if you were to look at the data points from 1980 to 2023, again, what is that? How many years of data is that? Let's just go ahead and look at this. That's about 44 years of data. You're looking at 44 years of data from the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is for small caps, and it's a 5-day rate change of greater than 10%. It doesn't happen a lot in history, and it just happened here. And if you were to analyze the overall analysis of this, this is what you would get. You would get a In 3 months, an 8.9% gain. In 6 months, a 15.9% gain. And in 12 months, a 23.2% gain. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very, very positive. Okay. Small caps are setting themselves up to do really well. Okay. There's some people on YouTube that, tend to make some really outlandish claims that don't know what they're talking about. It's all opinion. They don't know what they're doing. Okay. So the Russell 2000, after 5 days, you can look at the history of when this happened and how much did it gain. The only time was a dot-com bubble crash. It decreased 5%. But in 1987 start, 1988. So in 1987, it went up 24%, almost 25. 1998, 87. So 98, it went up 15%. In 2002, 17%. 2008, 28%. Guys, listen, 2020, it went up 106 freaking percent. Okay, so we're starting to see kind of the analysis right now for small caps is looking pretty appeasing. Okay, again, I already saw all this, right? We were talking about small caps before everybody, but right now we're starting to, this kind of put everything together. Again, same data, and you can see the crazy movements. So 1989, 2008, 2020, and now I think we're starting another one. Okay. Now, overall, if you look at the history of small caps divided by large caps, you could see that small caps have been doing terrible. Okay. But if you were to look at the analysis of things, I think we're about to see some crazy, crazy inflow in small caps. Okay. Now, this is called risk on, risk off indicator. Okay. When Wall Street's risk on versus when Wall Street's risk off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't recall, we've been in a total risk-off environment since that, July 2020, January 2021, when a lot of stocks just started falling down, right? If you look at Palantir, if you were to graph this on here, it stupendously shows an increase, right? So we're in an area now where we're risk on, okay? You can look at the risk on, risk off from 2002 until now. You can see how sexy this looks, okay? So we're in a risk on period now. Okay. Now, again, if you enjoyed this and if you like the analysis and overall, definitely hit that coupon code SAS, SAAS, for our coupon code for outstocktrades.com. This will be expiring soon. You get $1,000 off lifetime access. Take advantage of it at outstocktrades.com. Okay. So there's the plugin for that. But overall, that's kind of where we're at right now. It is looking pretty good. And then here it is. Here, Tom Lee has been telling us when other talking heads were looking at him as a loon. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I think Tom started talking about it. Maybe he was one of the first ones that were part of the kind of CNBC crowd. We were talking about it since October 2022, but Tom started doing it in the early January, predicting what 2024 is going to look like. And it's very clear because small caps are going to run. And the biggest differentiator why is if you go to the intrinsic value calculation, all you're doing is decreasing the discount rate, right? So as interest rates go up, the discount rate goes higher, which means that you discount future free cash flows because they're not worth as much, because you can essentially place your money in a risk-free rate to make a lot more money by just idling your money in money market funds. But when interest rates go down, that means people are going to look for yield, which means that the discount rate goes down. So people are going to look for more risky assets, right? And sadly, Clover is classified as a risky asset, but at the same time, it's essentially going in and actually is going to become free cash flow positive. So it's in this kind of limbo period, which is great because you've seen limbo stocks like AMC, Enphase, and Tesla, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. What the hell is this? You're voting for Kamala Harris, aren't you, Al? Where did that come from? Oh man, where did that come from? Where did Kamala come from? Kamala's laugh. B-Rob, where did that come from, man? You're voting for Kamala Harris, aren't you, Al? Aren't you, you little piece of shit? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yes or no spinner. Let's see if there's a yes or no spinner here. Okay. Hold on. All right. Let's spin the wheel of fortune here. Is it going to work? Oh, error establishing database connection. Oh, the spinning wheel has sadly let us down. Oh, all right. How do we spin? All right. All right. So you're voting for Kamala Harris, aren't you? All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll do best out of three. Oh, 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 oh. We got one no. Okay. All right. All right. Are we voting for Kamala Harris? Let's go. Best out of three, like rock, paper, scissors. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh, we got one yes. Yeah, we got one yes. Okay. All right. This is it, guys. This next one is going to be the deal. Voting for Kamala Harris. Let's go. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, the answer is no. All right. Trump 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day.